Greetings, folks. Zechs here again for my 13 Studies of Halloween. Today I look at Nightmare on Elm Street, Part 3, The Dream Warriors. I've only seen this film once in my life. This is actually the first Nightmare I've seen. It's funny that I've watched these films out of order. I watched Halloween in order, I watched Hellraiser in order, I watched frickin' Texas Chainsaw Massacre in order, I've watched Friday the 13th in order, but this series, I've always watched this disjointed. Well, mainly because this movie scared the living shit out of me, and after that I was like, I couldn't sleep when I was a little kid after seeing this movie, for good reason, because one, I don't like needles. The needle scene with the heroin and saying, I hated that scene, because, I mean, I always was definitely afraid of needles when I was a little kid, before this movie, but, that was before I got pretty much fearful of this. A couple of when I got shot, I pretty much made a beeline for it. I don't remember what happened afterward. My dad said I kissed the intern and the doctor. I put up a struggle. Kind of makes sense now that afterwards that my uncle was my doctor after that. And he didn't help matters either. Like, I remember one time I got a shot from him, he was like, "Oh, don't worry, Greg. The guy who's giving me a shot, you're the second person he is giving a shot to. First person, don't worry about it. He kind of lost his arm, he died afterwards, but you'll be fine. You'll perfect the process." So, yeah, that didn't help, and neither does the snake scene in this movie, where Freddy becomes a snake, just pops out from the floor, and pretty much just tries to eat the main heroine in this movie, played by Patricia Arquette. That scene is another scene that just scares the piss out of me. I mean, I remember I had nightmares so many times over with that scene, and I probably should wake up when I was like, and just pretty much read or just doodle around with my fingers when I was a kid, and my parents would come in like 2, 3 in the morning, 3:30, like knock on my door, it's like, "What the hell are you up for? It's 3:30 in the morning." And I'm like, "Can't sleep. Snake will eat me. Can't sleep. Snake will eat me." I remember my dad finally he got fed up with this, and he was like, "Greg, I had the same problem when I was your age. I saw Brides of Dracula. That movie scared the shit out of me." Well, he didn't say shit, but he scared the pants off me. And it's just a movie. It's not real. Just take a rosary if you're that scared and pray and do your thing. It'll help. And it's only a movie. It's only a movie. So that helped me somewhat. Didn't help me later on. My uncle got me with the needles, but I mean, yeah, this is what I could say about this movie. It has some great death scenes. I mean, they really stick in your mind, and I think that's the reason why. I mean, again, that's why this movie I saw this film starts disjoint, because I never really this movie got into my mind. I was like, I'm not gonna watch any of these movies anymore. And then basically, like the early like 90s, I'd say 92 or 93, when USA, I think it was, yeah, it was either USA or Showtime, one of those two. I just remember, I think it was probably Showtime, because we had back then, and they had a Freddy marathon of not this movie. They had Dream Child and Dream Master. I was like, there's nothing else on. Maybe I'll give this a try, and I was like, okay, this is not fearful. And then pretty much after those two movies, I went backwards, and I remember definitely I saw Nightmare on Elm Street 2 on USA Network, and maybe the original 2, but I don't remember. I forgot when I saw the original. I just remember I seen all the original, and I was like, okay, this is actually quite good, but way better than the frickin' ones I saw on Showtime, because I'm not really a fan of 4 and 5 that much. I mean, just like, I mean, they're not that good, but this was a good one, and it speaks to the film where it's so good it terrifies you and pretty much makes you not want to watch it again. Because I mean, I didn't watch this film in years. I mean, I'll say this. I mean, I have never watched a Nightmare movie repeatedly except for probably New Nightmare, which is a scary film by itself. I mean, that one also scares the piss out of me, but it scares me in a good way, because it's one of the nightmares I've had. Well, except for the freaking clawed hand, freaking climbing my bed. I was like, ah. I always had that nightmare when I was a kid also. But it was just I wasn't really into Freddy that much. I mean, that's probably why, because he freaking scared the shit out of me compared to like Jason and Michael Myers. Because I mean, Michael Myers and Jason were like, okay, this is definitely a film. Freddy, you were like, is he? I mean, that's the fun thing. I mean, if I ever see Robert Englund, I'll be like, basically, you know, you cost me many nights over of not being able to sleep. He'd probably just laugh his ass off. It's like, you're not the first one I've heard that from. Yeah, probably him and Christopher Lloyd. I would probably say, you know, Mr. Lloyd, you didn't help me much when I was a kid with Judge Doom. Or you could have a role you were in Star Trek. They'd probably laugh at that if I ever went up to him and said that. But yeah, this was a fun film. I mean, even today, I mean, when I watched it, I mean, some of the deaths really got to me, and the trails in this are really good. I would like to see Nancy as the hardened heroine, pretty much stepping up. I'm a little bit disappointed that pretty much this was her finale till New Nightmare, but then again, this was supposed to be the final chapter, and it never turned out to be that, of course, because these are slasher, I mean, not slasher movies, but these are horror movies that pretty much Freddy can't stay dead until the box office results don't come out good. But yeah, this was a decent movie. I mean, I honestly totally forgot that Lawrence Fishburne was in this movie until like I was like, wait a minute, isn't that's, but it wasn't. Oh, oh, I totally forgot he was in this movie. I also totally forgot John Saxon was in this movie too. I was like, huh. I'm sure Nancy was in this, but John Saxon, wow. And it's funny that he just doesn't age that much. I mean, he's probably the freaking fountain of youth between Nightmare on Elm Street and this one, New Nightmare. I mean, I swear the man hasn't aged in those three films. And I just can't believe that. I mean, this movie still holds up. I mean, I'm surprised at that. I mean, the effects in this are really good. I mean, at the end of the day, to see that snake scene, I was like, oh god, Nightmare's coming back again. And if I don't sleep again tonight, I'm probably gonna play another video. Damn it! It's like be like, can't sleep. Snake will probably eat me again. Can't sleep. Snake will eat me. But yeah, that just shows the lasting power of Wes Craven, though. I mean, it's sad that we lost him this year. I mean, he was a great horror icon. But I mean, honestly, the favorite movies I like of Wes Craven weren't really nightmare movies. It was more of People Under the Stairs, Shocker, but that was for the wrong reasons. That was so campified, I loved it. Also, The Serpent and the Rainbow. I mean, yeah, I mean, I like that Wes was always going beyond the horror genre just for simplicity's sake. He always tried to bring up more outward and do different things in the genre than just simple cut and paste movies, except for Scream. And it was only his only recurring one, and pretty much we're like, okay, I'll just go through pretty much that. Except the first one, that was the only one. I mean, 2 and 3 and 4 were less like, nah. Well, honestly though, I like 2 best of all the Scream movies. Yeah, because of Timothy Olyphant. It's just Timothy Olyphant. Because I can't believe he was freaking that was one of his first roles. Anyway, yeah, I guess this is my tribute to Wes Craven too, since we lost him this year too. God damn, we lost a lot of horror good actors and directors this year. Damn. But anyway, yeah, that's my review on Nightmare on Elm Street 3: The Dream Warriors. Good film, still holds up to this day. Still scares the living piss out of me. Even after I only saw it one more time after when I was a little kid, still scares the piss out of me today. Because I just don't like the needles scene. Still don't like needles. Hate needles. Don't like snakes. Don't like that snake scene. Which is ironic because I like Cobra and I like G.I. Joe. So there's a bit of irony there that I like snakes, but I also hate them. Huh. That's weird. But yeah, that's my thoughts on the movie, and I'll see you next time. Hopefully, oh, Oh wait, no, not good God. Oh, I just realized what film I'm going to be reviewing next, and it's funny that I'm going now between good, bad, good, and now to good, and now back to because this next film was recommended to me by my friend last year, who pretty much recommended me The Beast of Yucca Flats, and given that glowing review I gave, this is not going to be a fun one either, I'd probably assume. We'll find out. See you next time.